Morning, welcome to the May 19th regular meeting. Please join me in the pledge of the flag of the country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have the minutes before you.
I make a motion that we suspend the reading of the minutes and approve them as written.
Second.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Pettit?
Yes.
Yes. Move right into department reports. River Township Fire EMS Assistant Chief Ben Bayer.
Morning.
Good morning.
Total runs to date, 786. Total runs since last meeting, 78. We gave 4 mutual aid, received 1. I have 3 applications for your guys' review. One is for an EMS only, who plans to start fire class in the fall. The other one is a dual cert, and the last one is the cadet that we hired who hadn't graduated yet. We'd like to get him moving, so his graduation's coming up this week. And he is a dual cert, he did pass his EMT, so we're hoping to get them all moving here pretty quick. Engine 50 is still out of service. I've not heard any updates on when it's suspected to return as of yet. That's all I got this morning.
You guys had a pretty busy day yesterday, Ben.
A little bit.
Heard a lot of
We had about 4 runs in about an hour and a half, or 2 hour period.
Yeah.
One of them, thankfully, wasn't anything other than a disgruntled teenager, I guess.
No, okay. Yes.
Popular on Facebook.
That was a structure fire. That wasn't a structure fire.
Hear anything on that Jackson Road crash?
I haven't heard anything about that. We were canceled before we got.
Sure.
The summertime obviously is picking up, so we're getting events on the weekend over at Bud's place.
Yeah.
Last 2 weekends we've been there for incidences. But a gentleman broke a leg yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything else for that? Thank you.
We'll be putting out some stuff on our Facebook about summer safety, pool safety, all that stuff. We'll usually do that about this time of year. Right as schools are releasing, that'll be coming out here the next week or 2.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thank you. Road and cemetery down county.
Morning. Hasn't been a whole lot going on out on the roads. We've been concentrating on the cemetery. But we're still out road mowing. He should be finishing up down in Snyderville today. And he'll be moving to Old Mill Road. We got the Old Mill Culvert project done, except for patching it back in, but it's in and gravel. So hope to get it patched in next week. Take the bump out of the road. And we're gonna get the 2 ditch projects on Old Mill laid out, get them located. They're on the corner, and then the other one down in front of Boom Station School, the old Boom Station School. And that's really about it for the roads. Cemetery, we're just getting ready for Memorial Day. We saw they put flags out, which I can tell right off the bat, they missed a bunch of them. So we're gonna be getting with the VFW and try to get flags on hand. That way people come out and say they missed a flag, we can get them one. We're setting military markers that we've got that are paid for. Try to get them in before Memorial Day. I'll be redoing some of our mulching, and we've got the upper field mowed, so it looks pretty good. And we made contact with a gentleman from Game Time, which is the one that has our playground equipment down in the park. And we met with him last week ago Friday.
Mm-hmm.
He got a list of what we wanted and what we were going to have to change on the swings, the 2 swings. The metal started to up on the end, so it's going to be a safety issue. So he's getting a bid together to give us some pricing for new swing equipment. It's basically all it is, the new swings and chains and shackles and stuff. Haven't got them yet. He's supposed to be getting to me. And that's really about it.
Did the recall on the Kenworth get taken care of?
Not yet, still waiting.
to get it over there.
Can we, before you dive into that ditching on Old Mill, can we button up New Horizon, like the drive sections? It is.
Yes,
Just because we had, Mitchell Myring sent us a couple emails, and, you know, like that deal there in front of their house, I think did they talk to you about enclosing that or something?
Which half?
Phyllis Myring's house.
oh, Phil's, okay, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
She had mentioned something that sometime down the road. She didn't say anything about right away.
You guys got an email from him too, didn't you? Something about can't maintain it and they want to, they're gonna get the drive paved. I don't know. I'm not a fan of enclosing it like she's wanting to do, because there's too much water coming down through there. But I mean, when you go in there to look at them other drives that like Ken Bleeds and the house back, you know, if there's something else that needs done, or we got some restoration that we need to do or something. Or,
I know you were talking about, you know, the backyard, you know, a little roughish.
oh yeah, that. We need to help.
So I contacted Sunbelt about a tiller. We borrow the village's little tractor. We can go in there and till it up.
Is that necessary to do all that?
In the backyard, I think. I think there's a ditch through there with the pipe.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that restoration was on us.
It is, I mean, but I mean, is there grass growing? I mean, do we want to tear it all up?
There's not really grass.
It's settled, it's kind of.
That might help.
Can you till it without screwing up in?
There was depth back here. I think it was 1.5 foot, 2 foot deep down there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if that's what you guys think we need to do. We just need to,
You need to go.
after your Memorial Day, kind of maybe focus, because I was gonna respond to those people and I figure we talk about it a little bit
So, you know,
sooner.
then every time too, about time we've got time to go do it. You know, here comes the rain again.
But I mean,
It's getting ready to
Sound boat.
at least, you know, them couple drive pipes that we needed to address. And
So are we talking about closing the rest of her yard in?
I mean,
It's up to you. I don't care. I've got the pipe.
if they can't maintain it, if that pipe is still too deep, I don't think so. I mean, I'm okay with telling them that we don't want to close it.
It's decent.
I wouldn't enclose it. if we didn't have to.
We just did that other direction because we couldn't get ditch grade to
Right.
drop into that structure.
Right.
But theirs is so much higher, it's not necessary. So
Yeah.
Like,
Shaking.
I'll respond to him and then I'll call the guy that Ken down the road there by
2
Silver.
houses down.
Tell him that after Memorial Day, so like next week we got Memorial Day. Are you thinking like that week you might get it or the week after?
Probably the week after.
Okay, so more like June, first week of June.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scheduled vacation.
Because as it keeps dragging out, people out there like looking and calling and emailing and stuff like that. We've been for a year out from the original letters.
So are we gonna go down through there and change every one of those culverts? And that grade you gave us, they're,
If
you know, like we're on
they
top
don't
of
fit,
culverts.
if they don't fit the grade, then yes.
That's so tight down there, no, there's not much fall. You know how it is there.
Yeah.
It's pretty flat and it kind
Yeah,
of, just put it in how you have to put it in. You have to change it.
well, I
You have
mean,
to
we
change
put
it.
pipe in and ditch to the pipe level, you know, there's gonna be a ditch there, and I know you didn't want a ditch.
No, the ditch you've done is the ditch that's staying. It just, if we have to change a culvert to fit our ditch grade, that's a ditch that would keep people from calling about their deep ditch.
Because some of those culverts, like the one,
Down
grade
the
you
side
gave
of it.
us, you know, we're on top of the culvert, and there's only like 2 inches of asphalt on top of that culvert.
That's
So how am I gonna get a pipe in there? See what I'm saying?
just 2 inches on top.
Yeah. I don't know what grade they set when they went down through there and reconditioned all that after
Yeah.
putting that sewer in. I think they just went down through there and started digging and throwing pipe in.
Well, if we have to make an adjustment there to make that particular one work.
Some of those are concrete approaches that, 4 inches, 3 inches of concrete stuff, right on top of the pipe.
Just use your judgment. We're not reinventing the wheel here. Just make it work. If you have to, I was trying to compromise like we put a ditch back.
Right.
We don't want them filling it in, because like Ken down there, he said he worked for Tony Blair and brought loads of dirt in and just filled his ditch in.
Okay.
We don't want that again, so I mean, that's what you give them, like, that's something, out 8 foot, down a foot. There's no reason that should be getting filled in. So that's basically what we're trying to do, but if you have to make an adjustment to fit a culvert without getting carried away depth wise,
Can we use smaller pipe?
Hmm.
Can we go with a smaller? pipe?
can. Yeah, you can.
What-
We can go
What's
smaller
your
than
minimum,
10.
what's your minimum you want to keep?
Probably 10. It will.
And it amazes me that price difference between 12 and 10 inch pipe, 10 inches more expensive than 12.
I did send the people letters and said
Right.
they would have to be responsible for paying for the price.
Okay.
And I've got-
I mean, just,
I've got called
let's just
in
get it.
pricing on steel, I could grab it, forget what it was. And going through Corn Main, they
Yeah.
were cheaper than going through Bryce Hill
Oh, yeah, definitely.
by like half.
I wouldn't replace all the drive pipes. I mean, there's some opening and it looks like it's not working. It's just good, and the pipe's still good.
I mean, until you get past.
But then, like, that's a year now.
His house, and then it drops pretty heavy down through there.
So let's try to get that wrapped up for you to go back out to Old Mill. Get some more stuff out there, because we're not getting any calls about people out there. But I know that needs done too. I saw it.
Okay.
It's pretty rough.
Don't forget the Arthur Road project.
And Arthur Road too, down there, Dayton Road.
Oh,
Oh, Arthur, yeah, that's,
Yeah,
what did I
that's
say?
Arthur.
I didn't say Arthur, sorry. I
Well,
said-
no, I said Old Mill.
Oh.
We got one.
Oh,
on
okay,
there.
so,
But I
okay.
was thinking the foul was on
Yep.
Old Mill. Yeah, it's Arthur, yes. Yes, that's what I meant.
okay,
I'm getting older, getting confused.
yeah.
Hey,
Anything else for Don? Thank
oh, and I've
you.
got a couple Ds to sign. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Brandon Baldwin is absent.
If you didn't send me any information.
Nothing from Houston.
From Houston. Mr. Dave Rudy.
I really just have some checks for you guys to sign off on. So I guess, I don't know, I'm sure you guys are gonna talk about thanking the public for supporting our levy.
We are going to talk about that. We definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
Old business, that's first mention of the support of the renewal of our levy. It was huge. Definitely appreciate folks making it out to the polls and so. Do we have anything else in old business? Any update on aggregation or anything?
No,
Never really got any calls.
surprisingly, I haven't either. We did get that email. Did you read that email? About increase in people going door to door, trying to sell, yeah.
Other folks are going door to door trying to
Well, you
sign
know,
people
that,
up or something.
yeah, I need to email, we just got it yesterday. I was gonna email her back and say exactly what they were selling. We have quite a few door-to-door utility salespeople coming around the neighborhood, Emerald Avenue and Eaton is where they're at. High pressure sales and people sign up for unwanted services. So I'd say right now, because of the price craze on this electric, all these companies are out. You know, I've got phone calls before, I never had anybody show up. I'm like, oh, well, maybe they did. Doorbell, but, you know, I've never had anybody out there, but in a neighborhood where they can go door to door quickly, it's probably more common that they're gonna try to do that and sign people up. So I have not emailed her back yet, to ask them exactly what. She just wanted to know if we had a policy on soliciting, no soliciting in the neighborhoods, and I'd say that's gonna be a negative. We don't have a
Well, the
policy.
county, they don't have to get a permit to do the county. I know what you do in private, you can put one up on your door and no soliciting.
Well, yeah, she's got one. She says they still come up behind the door.
Really don't allow to.
But there's nothing we can do about it. is what she wanted to know if we had a policy.
We do not.
And I didn't think, of course, we go through the county zoning, so I didn't know if there was a county zoning policy on that or not. I doubt there is. You know, people have been doing door-to-door sales for 100 years,
And I'll check with downtown and just see.
just to make sure.
I mean, when she mentioned about using high pressure sales, I don't.
Well, yeah, that's a matter of opinion, how.
Well, sure. I mean, what do we get? We get, Greenix or the pest control people show up. They'll send a young college kid out and he will not leave. I mean, like I think one time I had, the kid was actually offering to like pay out of his own pocket for my first month and I was like, what? But I mean, after a while, you just want to get him out of it. It's like, so I could see where it's like.
I'm sure they ask to see the utility bills. Yeah, see your utility bill, right? We can save money.
Right now,
People don't like that.
right now, that's a big thing, because again, you know, First Energy's bill this month is cheaper than the new rate we have for Dynegy coming out in June. But
Yeah.
we all know they're gonna go up. Now, I still haven't heard from Trey Bell on what exactly that price is gonna be. He told me he was going to do that. You don't really said on a letter what it was gonna be. It's gonna be higher than ours. It's not gonna be that much higher. It's gonna be pretty close. It is gonna be a little bit higher. So, this is gonna be one of those instances where we're really not like last year, where we saved people a lot of money. We're not really gonna save any money. We're gonna cost them, we're gonna save a lot of money this next year, 1 year contract.
Yeah, because I looked at some of those apples to apples comparisons and they were showing a lower rate, but when you actually click to go into the program, it was already up. And then comparison for First Energy for June, starting in June, had gone up 2 cents, or over 2 cents. So people were looking at it at that time, yeah, it was cheaper, but it was, if they didn't see, it was jump, it was gonna jump.
Well, if anybody reads the newspaper, they talked about this like before our last meeting, and that's what I felt like last time. You know, people didn't believe us,
Right.
and then that article came out, and everybody we had already circulated the letters, everybody was like panic.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's like,
I had somebody even call me and say, well, I thought I wasn't supposed to do this. And I said, well, I never told you that, you know? And yeah, you're gonna save $60 a month. You know, I mean, the best way to lower your electric bill is to get rid of your kids and your 4-H voucher. My bill last month was $86. I've never had a bill that low since I've lived in my house. And those are the two things I eliminated on my property. So it's, that's a lot less hot water and no fans.
no lights all left
No
on.
lights left on. Water heater in the barn, wash a steer all winter. That's a waste of it. Anyhow, so that's the best way to lower your bill, but it's you know, it's definitely gonna go up and stay up.
Old business. I got James Penrose from Ohio Edison says he's gonna get with me maybe this week sometime. We'll meet out at Hunter. Their system's changed a little bit. Used to just be able to reach out to Josh Cross and send him like a little sketch where we want him. I did that this time, and that's why I didn't hear anything back, because I did get this like weird email back from their system that I needed to like do it online. Well, James was copied in the original email because I followed up like, and I heard from you guys. And then he like on the side, like, I don't know if you guys know James, he's a great guy. He just said, I'll meet Energy in the system and I'll meet you guys out there. Cause I sent a copy of Kenny's, the spec sheet and the bill or the estimate for that light. Basically just said we wanted something like this that doesn't like shine in the backyards there along in Hunter's Glen, but provide light.
I did touch back with the homeowners in that area, and they're very grateful that we're even looking into it.
It is going.
And I told them,
I
I said, well, you know, they had talked to some other people in the community, and like, just just tell them, unfortunately, it's not something that happens overnight.
Yeah.
We are getting estimates on it, and it really shouldn't be undoable, because now there's power lines there, and if we had to run the electric,
Sure.
if they could just work in on the current
Existing
line.
poles. That's what I mean. Kenny's wasn't that bad. That's enough for to get back on that. So hopefully, maybe I'll have something next meeting, like a dollar figure or something like that. And I'd said like 3 lights, one out towards Dayton Road or something at least, or just 2, one at the,
It really
what's the
gets,
little cut across
it
there?
really gets bad once you get on past the parking lot a little bit, it does get pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. So, no, that's a good idea. And then we have that lighting district there. So that's where I'm at on that. That's all I've got. Business. And these 3 applications. Make a motion to hire Bryce M. Kohler, Kylie L. Dreyer, and Logan H. Cooley Appel. Center Towns of Fire and EMS.
Yes.
Mr. Pettit.
Yes.
Mr. Clerk.
Yes.
I just thought about, because I saw the road was closed over there, Holiday Valley for a water main break over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Did
Which
you know,
road?
Han, the main one,
Oh, really?
or was that West? Yeah, for a water main break. So I don't know, are they gonna do anything with the water before we do these roads?
No.
That's the problem. That's why I was arguing that. There's really no, if we do it, they have to start cracking them, because every time those patches will just start dropping.
Right.
Conway's the best example. It is a nightmare.
Yeah.
And it's dropped 2 inches. Anymore.
Unless you go in and just overhaul all the water line like we did on the Eden Zenith project. I mean, when we run those vibratory rollers and stuff over, there will be probably no breaks.
You're guaranteed at least one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's so much easier to get paving money than it is to get water main
I'm not a
infrastructure.
big fan of vibratory rollers.
Even going in, they're gonna have to cut it, grind it. Those things even.
Mm,
They're
yeah.
gonna shake it.
Vibration.
It'll never start until a month later.
That's the bad thing about having curve is you can't just keep paving up and up and up. You gotta go in and grind it down, so.
I was telling Todd, Green County engineer set up a meeting Wednesday to talk about the Mud Run Road joint application.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So I was gonna just try to attend over the phones. They said they would come down there, but I think I could just attend over the phone. So,
Well, if you can't make it, let me know. Wednesday's a bad day for me, but it's supposed to rain. So if it rains, I can. Me too.
it's not looking that great.
But I had an inch of rain, so.
Oh, did
I
you
had
really?
over an inch of rain.
There was over 2 over there by my house.
It just came down, man. We had a little line right on the county line, green, our county line,
Because there's a little washout coming down that too on the Fairfield.
Fairfield there.
By that place.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, our drier areas over by the Boone Saloon is kind of weird, like kind of all around where we could probably go today.
I can do that, that's for sure.
Did you go to Fred's tour?
Yeah.
Did many people from county come to that?
Yeah.
Good.
Huntsman did not make it.
Who was Huntsman?
EPA
got the
water
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do you have, like a little open house or something out there?
County scheduled something.
They just want to make sure.
Hadn't been back there since it was a pasture.
They wanted to make sure he was in compliance with everything. And then he had a few concerns he wanted to bring up and show people.
We had a funeral Friday, and Hannah was there asking if we were going, I didn't know what it was, just to see if it was a meeting, and so that was.
Mainly for the county. I just got to hear what their concerns were and hear that he's compliant with everything, and they did, I forget the young man's name, what's his name?
Alex, do you?
Alex just checked him for compliance and everything, said, hey, good to go.
Good.
He was well within compliance and everything's running good, looks good down there. He is making, not wash, but screen 57s, 4s, 2s, 304, and then the limestone sand. So in case you need some 4s or 57s that are crushed, not, washed like they got out here.
When did the real four get so big? Stone in it.
His is a little big.
It is a little big.
I've heard his
It's gotten
57 is a
bigger.
little big too.
They've gotten bigger over the years. 304 used to be 3/4 inch rock.
Yeah.
Shit, now it's up to 1.5 inch.
It's like, you break it too.
Yeah.
We was screenings with a few little stones in it every now and then down, right?
That's why I switched to all 411s at work, just because the 304s were not nice
That's
to
huge.
walk on.
Yeah, 3/4.
It used to be
411s are what we've gone to.
That's an
The
easy
twos
bridge.
used to be big and they're smaller.
If he gets to making Portland, that'd be a big deal.
Yeah, well,
They're getting rid of
411's nice.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, everybody's gonna want 411.
Especially if you're doing anything like a walking path or anything like that.
Yeah. It packs in all nice, I think, for foot tracker.
Did he say when he's gonna start dirt processing?
He did not, but that is. on the horizon.
We went down there, check, see where they had it. That one kid goes, what are you talking about? They didn't know anything about it. We're like, okay, you guys want to get the dirt?
Looked at you like you had 3 heads. Didn't know what was going on.
What is the price down over the hill here?
There's a bill in there, he can look, there's a receipt in there. Then
45 a yard.
I got a number.
We have any other new business?
I don't know.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Yes, Mr. Pettit.
Yes.
Yes.